Good evening, Swirly Nation. And yes, you guessed it, for the fourth time today, welcome back to the Mistake by the Lake, Mentor, Ohio, for today's action at the 2010 level between Top Gun Elite and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. I'm happy to be back here for the fourth time today on Cine TV to bring you this live action from Mentor, Ohio. Give you the starting lineup as Wu drives in, sends it off the foot of Paris. In net for the Pens, the masked man at the other end is number 1, William Hanner. On defense, 77, Jake Starr, 90, Tino Villela. At the wings, number 24, Brady Paris, and number 20, Cruz Armstrong. And at center, number 78, Austin Wu. It's Brady Paris diving up through center. It's knocked away from him. Villela defends to the wall. Paris there to pick it up. Tries to bank it off the wall. Second attempt back to the middle. Nice little redirect there for Filiaggi. He'll come up ice and find Real. Real's got speed. He's out around the outside. He dives to the inside. It's a great play from behind to knock the puck free by the Top Gun Elite defender. Top Gun Elite dumps it in behind Hanner. He'll set it up for Ofterhide. Ofterhide behind the Penguins net. Up off the wall. Gathered in by Top Gun Elite. That's Cook. Now they enter the Penguin zone this time. First test of Hanner as it's sent wide of the cage. Ofterhide in the corner. Plays it through to Filiaggi, who gets it to Rio. Rio tries to go up the wall, knocked down. Filiaggi will follow on. Filiaggi has Evans. Back pressure by Top Gun Elite prevents the pass. We've got Kaminsky gathering it in the Pens end. Carrying it behind his net. Over for Merlot. Low up the wall, it's Hartman. Hartman off of a Top Gun Elite player. Can't clear the zone. Deep for Merlot. Merlot out to center as Top Gun Elite will dump it off of Hanner and into a corner. Top Gun Elite in after it. It's Batala behind the net as he battles. It's swiped away from him by Merlot. Merlot up ice off of a stick looking for Carter. Should not be icing. It won't be. Carter interfered with, no call, as he was just run into by a defender, knocking him off the play. Kaminsky with it at center. He'll try the left side, dumping it deep for Wu to chase. Wu in after it as Top Gun Elite goes D to D behind the net. Past Hartman, there's Carter. As the Pens try that forecheck, that F1, F2, F3 setting. They were very successful earlier. As the shot comes in on Hanner, it'll be gloved down and held. I'm trying to work on a couple things here, folks. As it looks like I have a stuck key. Spacebar erasing a whole bunch of stuff on my screen, so that's not good. Having a bit of computer difficulty here, but get back to the audio as Armstrong's up the wing. Onside at the top. Oh, offside at the Top Gun Blue. I got random crap loading on my screen here, boys, so my apologies as we close some windows out here. Couldn't get things to load. I have a big line of mess on my screen as my spacebar is apparently stuck in the you stink position. Face off in the Top Gun zone. Here's Paris to the corner. Carries it in behind. Paris possesses. Banked off the wall. I think he was looking for Villela, but Top Gun's going to come out to center. Forcing it between the Penguins defense in on Hanner, who covers. We'll get a whistle. Pens will get a line change. 11:33 left, first period action. Top Gun in white today. White jerseys. And again, I'm going to go with purple. It might be blue. I'm not sure. I think everybody. As I was crossed up yesterday as well with Team Illinois for the 11s. I think it's a purple, maybe blue. Top Gun Elite logo on the chest, blue shoulders. Black pants with blue and white stripes, white socks with blue and black stripes. Your Penguins in gold. Gold jerseys with the Penguin logo on the chest, black pants with gold stripes. Gold socks with black stripes and the iconic gold. Pens lead helmet is Top Gun tries a wraparound play. That's fought off by the Penguins netminder. Battle along the wall here. Controlled by Top Gun, it'll come out for Real. Real's got Evans, he'll find him. Evans trying to challenge a defender. Sticks it between his legs, goes and gets it, backhander in. Kicked out by the goaltender, who I think might be a young lady. If not, it is incredibly long hair for a gentleman as Evans and Real trade passes again. Now Evans finds Real. It's off of a stick. Real gets free. Centers one. It's off the goaltender. Sitting in front. Puck loose in the crease. Swipe that and cleared by Top Gun. Kicked that by Kaminsky. Real there to fire one wide of the net. Evans taps it in behind the cage. Wu tracks it down in the corner. Penguins with the pressure, but Top Gun able to clear out the center for Kaminsky. Nice shift here from this line for the Penguins as Real backhands it in. He's on the wrong side of the ice here. Jack Real playing right wing in the way of the left wing Evans there on the breakout. We tossed in behind for Kaminsky. Kaminsky to Merlot. Low off the wall up to Niven for Top Gun. Niven with the puck. Got the wrong roster in front of me. We're known for my good looks. Smooth voiced and apparently my ability to pull up the proper spreadsheet. Up the wall for Starr. Spun back to the Penguins' end, it'll be Villela. Villela off the boards. Here's Carter, followed on by Hartman. Spun towards the middle. Top Gun gets control. They'll be in on an onside play. Leaving a drop pass, firing one. That stick on puck blocked down. It'll be controlled by Hartman and the arm raised. We're going to have a Penguin power play coming up as Villela has the puck. He finds Hartman, and it's just past his stick. Gathered in by Top Gun, and we're going to get a whistle. We have a interference call on Top Gun Elite. Penguins are going to head to the Steven Fields Wealth Management power play. If you want to charge up your retirement plan, just like the Penguins charge up their power play, go see our friends at Steven Fields Wealth Management. Austin Wu at the faceoff over to Paris. Paris' shot goes off of Armstrong in front and comes out to the corner. Penguins control, but Top Gun takes it away. They're back out through center. Are they going to try for some shorthanded action? They will. Starr knocking down a streaking Top Gun forward. That's Guerin. As Paris gets control, he'll find Wu at center. Wu with power into the offensive zone. Back pressure, able to dislodge it but not take it away from the powerful Wu. He'll go cross ice to Paris. Paris in front, shot in on net, gobbled up in the paraphernalia and held as Armstrong given a bit of a what for in front of the cage, creating havoc there. 56 seconds remain on the power play. 8:39 to play in period number one. A 0-0 game between the Pens Elite and the Top Gun Elite. We have an APB out for color commentator Colby Armstrong, who was last seen roaming through the parking lot in search of a frosty cold dad soda. As Ofterhide has it roll past him. Pick it up and find Julius, who's one touch right to a Top Gun player who fires it right down the line. I think he had a problem with Coach Jeff Hannon and tried to deck him with a puck. We'll get a face-off all the way out to center ice here. 43 seconds left to play on the power play. Your power play unit for the Pens is Julius and Ofterhide with Evans, Real, and Filiaggi. Face off at center, one back to Ofterhide. Ofterhide looking at Julius. Instead, he'll twist in his own end. Now he carries up through center. All the way to the offensive zone. Taps it to the right-hand side, controlling all the way to the corner. Penguins Ofterhide all the way around. Still with it in the corner as he'll go back to Julius. Julius back to the corner. He'll find Real. Real peeling off the wall. Coming out in front, dodges one, shoots, and he will fire one by the Top Gun goaltender. And gas up the Harley. We're going for a ride. It's the real deal Jack Reel, putting the Penguins on the board 1-0. Speaking of, we put an APB out for you, Colby. Said you might have been wandering through the parking lot, but it looks like you found your way to the Cine TV oven up here.
My wife just texted me. She goes, "What's going on? Is everything okay? They're saying they don't have you here." I was talking to my old students of the Vengeance team that just finished playing. Upset they got spanked pretty hard by the Dallas team, Jeremy. So I was catching up with them in the parking lot, and I missed the start of the game here.
That's right. They had a great weekend, though. I mean, I know they might have not won as many as they wanted to. We have a lot of friends on that team as well.
Mutual
great
friends.
people.
Great people.
And
good
they
kids.
might not have won as much as they wanted to, but they definitely proved they've got a really good hockey team.
Good kids. It was great seeing them. They're all down. I'm like, did you work hard? Did you play good? You know, right? They're 12, right? That's what we got to remember.
Are we able to reach you over to that side or no? Maybe I can.
We're in a weird spot up here. I feel like last time we were up here, our setup was sick.
I think we got to get you maybe on the other side of either Nick or...
I'll just hang out here.
Well, you can't really see much. I feel bad. I'm in your way. As the Penguins exit their zone, out the center, it'll be a D-to-D play to regroup for Top Gun Elite. Here's Merlot. Merlot up off the stick of Hartman. Right through. Oh, looks like Paris is going to get you some room. There we go. The Pens gain the zone. It's Brody Carter to the outside. Passing here, tossing it back to the corner. Top Gun Elite controls. Here goes Top Gun into the offensive end. Shot off the pad of Hanner, sprawling out to get a hold of it. His big Willie Styles on a shot that came in kind of stuck to his pad. He kicked it out a little bit. Might have been too far, but he was able to reach out. Luckily, he's a long, lanky young man. He's able to get the glove on top and get a stop.
He went full sprawl, as they like to say in the wrestling world, and still had his mullet. I'm sure one of those back neck hairs could have grabbed that puck.
As the Pens are out the center. Here we are back behind the Top Gun net. Worked up the wall, out comes Top Gun. Through the right wing into the Penguin zone. Big number 79, that's Sawyer, all the way to the corner, where Valella's tied up there. Battling along the wall, Filiaggi worked out in front. Star there to intercept the centering pass. And the big Penguins defenseman drives to the outside, and he steps on a twig, and it's going to be a trip as the puck comes to Paris. He'll shoot it off the leg of Filiaggi. Top Gun gets control, and they will head to the sin bin for the second time as we head back to the Penguin power play. Just a stick kind of in the wickets there. Colby draws the tripping penalty, one we've seen.
Oh, that old thing.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times. And we see it again here. As Wu takes the face-off.
We've had a hard time setting up on PPs, Jeremy, I think, right? I think that'd be fair to say.
Yeah.
We haven't really worked on it, to be honest. We've been at every practice because we're complete losers. Like most of the fathers on our team. Total losers. Here we go. Something might transpire. Nope. But the breakout, the setup, the intricacies, the movement, right? Like that's an art. And we haven't really worked on it.
Julius slowing things down. Wu will take control. He tries to set up in the offensive zone, and the Penguins will work it around. Here's Reel on the half wall. Tried to go back to off the right. It's off of a Top Gun stick. Battle around the blue line. Wu will take control. 45 left on the power play. Wu to the wall. Into the offensive zone. Power move to the middle.
Oh, what a power
Puck
move.
pumps free, and he gets it through, but it's a better save by Top Gun's goaltender, who's, again, another gigantic goaltender the Pens are facing here. Is off the ride. Comes off. Fires a centering pass. Woo! Stick tied up. Couldn't get it through. He'll wrap it around. It'll come free to Evans for a slap shot that screams wide of the net. Real
That's
kicks one
off.
through, and the net comes off its pegs. It'll be a whistle. And with 14 seconds left on the power play, the Pens will have an offensive zone draw. Furious action there in front of.
That was great shift. I mean, double chances around the net, unable to pull the trigger, great puck possession, great movement. And then just a little bit of luck also, Jeremy, was just popping out to your boy in the slot. I mean, that's not an easy shot either, coming in cross-body, just one-timering that thing. You got to have jump, and we saw that last game, right? That's when this team was doing real well, moving their feet, first on pucks, getting loose puck battles, 50-50 things. That's hockey, baby.
So here comes Top Gun through the zone. Penalty expires. The Penguins 0 for 2 on the power play. We sit at a 0-0 tie. I would expect the next call to go against the Penguins here. That's just the hockey way. So look for the referees to be mindful of the boys in goal. The battle along the wall for Hartman. Filiaggi dislodges it. Gets it to Carter. Carter back to Filiaggi. He's got half a step. Takes a stick up high. Able to drive
there a little, right? Like, I think on the hands.
Yeah, that's a call you get at the higher levels, but quite frankly, we don't see at this level. As here comes a puck free, it's going to be a breakaway in on Hanner. Here comes Top Gun Elite coming to the inside. Now outside, Hanner coming across to make a beauty of a pad save, and Sweet Buttery Crumpets. It's still 0-0.
Great aggressive play by Hanner as they barreled in on him. I know the defenseman converged, and he just made a decision to stay top of his crease.
As a shot comes in, bounces in front, they get to a rebound and fire it by and tie the game at 1 here. Sorry, I think I said it was 0-0. It is 1-0. It was 1-0. Now it's 1-1.
And after a great save, a great effort, almost a breakaway opportunity, Hanner aggressive at top of his crease, and then just a kind of regroup at the top and puck through and bounces to the stick of Top Gun. Not sure which player got that. Is there schmozzled players around the net, but it was kind of a bang play, right, Jeremy? As the player just collected and banged it right in right away. And I think we could be better at that. I think our team could be better at that. Sticks on the ice, getting under sticks. In the D zone.
It'll be Paris driving the Top Gun zone offside at the blue line. Faceoff will come outside of the Top Gun zone. Wu, Armstrong, and Paris, Villela, and Starr, the 5 Penguins. The faceoff's 1 back to Villela. Fire it up the outside to Armstrong. Armstrong drives the offensive zone. He goes to the dump and chase tactic. Penguins pressuring in the corner. The tough view for us. And all we see right now is Top Gun coming back out with speed. Cut off by Armstrong, who looks like he's going to head to the sin bin as Starr gets control. He's going to get a tripping call on 20 Armstrong.
I think I'm pretty fair. I don't know. He was back checking hard down through the middle. He decided to cut in on defenseman and ran into Cruz, who was just in his path. I don't know if it was a trip as much as he just barreled him over. Where's Bobby Starr's voice when you need him on that call?
Yeah, really. Battled for down low. Julius unable to get control as Top Gun sets up on the power play. But I did say they were probably going to get the next call. And
there
right,
it is.
Just
See
like
that?
Just like you called the game-winning goal by Evans after he took the penalty. I called the next penalty is Real comes through. He's got Evans on the backside. Real will hammer a player to the wall, and he's going to head off. As Top Gun has the puck, they're going to head to a 5-on-3 here once the Pens get control. That's Julius getting the puck, and Real's going to head off, and the Pens are going to have 50 seconds of 5-on-3 to kill.
I thought a great play by Real before that penalty defensively in front of the net, and we talked about puck sticks on the ice, stick on puck as he breaks up a play, net front, killing that penalty, and a little aggressive by Real in the offensive zone as he entered and finishing a player against the boards in an awkward position. 5-on-3, Jeremy. They got the penalties lined up in the score clock a little bit wrong right now, but we'll sort it out. 5-on-3 for 50 seconds. If they
Real
can kill
is
it off.
getting a 2 and 10. Brody Carter heads to the box to serve the penalty, but Jack Real is getting a boarding. Well, it's a minute and a half and 10. So Jack Real will be unavailable for the Penguins through the rest of this period and most of period number 2. It's a valuable piece to the team, but he is getting a minute and a half minor for the board and a 10-minute misconduct for checking from behind.
Reg, what did you say to him? So Brody Carter will serve the minute and a half penalty as they still have it wrong on the score clock. Never mind, I know what's going on. 50 seconds of 5-on-3 play. Looks like they want to get it straight here. As Brody Carter will serve the minute 30 penalty, and depending on what the call was on Real, he'll sit for longer. As soon as the minute and 30 penalty is expired, his penalty will then kick in. If it's a 10-minute penalty, I'm unsure of the USA rules, considering we're at a minute and 30 second.
So it'll be 11 minutes and 30 seconds for Jack Real.
That's right.
That he will be in the box. Now, the Pens will only be short-handed of that for a minute and a half, but 50 of those seconds are going to be in a 5-on-3 setting in a tie game. So we sorted out. It'll be Brady Paris in the middle, Ofterheiden Star. 3 Penguins defending as Star is in a battle in front. The Top Gun Elite works it to the outside. They work inside, trying to center one. Tying up the stick there nicely was Star. Come back to the point for Top Gun. Set it up to the left side. Working in. Back to the point. Battle in front. Shot in. Off of a Top Gun player. Cleared by Ofterheide, not out. Backside feed. Hanner sliding over. He's going to have to be the best penalty killer as they control in tight. Getting a shot from the top. Blocked. Great block by Paris. And he wedges it out. It should not be icing. It won't be. 9 seconds left on the 2-man advantage. 45 left on the power play. As Top Gun comes in, looking, dropping, waving at it. Filiaggi. Oh. It comes off of a leg out, and he had Wu at center, couldn't quite get it there. In comes Top Gun. Shot comes in. Hanner kicks it out. Can't get the glove to it. Top Gun controls. Now it's a 5-on-4. 28 more seconds. Out top. Defending. Over to the outside. Shot comes in. It sails high over the cage. Gathered in by Top Gun. Down low they work. Now out to the point. Half wall. They've been dangerous from the half wall feeding in front. They'll go outside. A one-timer. On the ice, blocked by Ofterheide. He'll wind up and crank it off a Top Gun defender. He'll get back in control. He's got Wu if he sees him. He does, and he finds him. Austin Wu, as the penalty expires, he comes in, goes between the legs, and it bounces in. Are Wu serious? Filiaggi's getting credit for it?
Kind of had some backspin on it, I thought. Filiaggi seems to be claiming it. I'm unsure. Nonetheless, it went in.
Oh, baby sausage and gravy. The Penguins with a goal to make it 2-1. It was just as the penalty expired, so there is no additional, they're 5-on-5. They're still showing a minute 25. When Real's penalty expired, they put another penalty up, so I'm not sure what that's all about. The Pens are at 5-on-5, though. Here's Filiaggi into the zone. I still think it was Wu's goal. I think it came off the goalie and rolled over. But
it looked like that, too, from here. I'm in the same angle as you, but nonetheless, I mean, tight game. That's hockey now, right? These kids are doing between the leg. I'm surprised you didn't do a Michigan.
As Wu fires one in, that's kicked aside as time expires, and we're going to head to the first intermission here with a 2-1 Penguins lead. All right, welcome back. Second period action. Have we solved the debate on who got the goal?
Well, not really. Cameraman Chris Merlot says he was all over it, complimenting, pretty much bragging about his camera skills.
I'm going to go with it was Wu, and I'm going to be thankful that puck went in because otherwise,
Oh, that was a good rip.
otherwise you go between the legs and it doesn't go in, you got some splaining to do, Lucy. So the Penguins trying to exit their zone.
Was that a shout out to my daughter? What's up, Lou?
It'll be a battle along the wall. In the Pens end, there's a battle. I want that guy, Tino Villela, in there, supported by Carter and Evans, and ultimately Villela coming away with it. To the red line, dumping it deep. Dump and chase action. Here comes Filiaggi. Filiaggi in after it. Evans uses the body to free up the puck. He's tied up, but Filiaggi follows on. Swiped away by Top Gun as they outnumbered the Pens there 3-2. Puck played in by Kaminsky.
On forward here? He's on forward.
He is.
He is.
That's why.
I don't know what's going on, but
Well, what's going on is Top Gun Elite has the puck. They're driving into the Penguins' end, cutting to the outside, weaving one back, layering one in front, and I guess maybe with Real on the bench, they're going with Kaminsky at forward.
he seems to be at forward right now. Merlot and Ofterheid on defense.
Okie dokie.
The big Bombers on forward. Let's go, Kaminsky.
Be Paris to the corner, protecting there. Here's Paris again. Still battling. He's out battling two guys as it comes free to Ofterheid. Ofterheid with that beautiful pass to Wu earlier. He'll shoot one in. That's gloved and held. And that's what Brendan Kaminsky might bring there at the forward position is he is in the grill of the netminder. I play a little jump rope here with Colby's cord.
We're in tight quarters up here.
13 minutes, just under 13, 12:59 to play. As I'm also looking to stream the pit game, apparently on ESPN News due to delays in other games. Not sure how to find that on my iPad here. But apparently leading by a touchdown. As the faceoff is in the offensive zone. Kicked that by Starr. Wedged out the center by Top Gun. We brought back in. Top Gun into the offensive zone. Evans will take over. Off the wall for Wu. Penguins break the puck out. Here's Armstrong. 1-on-2. It's poked, but it'll be left for Evans.
Oh.
He dodges to the outside. Fires it backside. He had Armstrong. Armstrong full on slew-footed from behind. And now Starr trucked on the outside. Evans with the puck. Penalty. Arms raised as Villela gets control. He'll rim it around for Armstrong. Penguins have a chance here. 6-on-5. As Evans centers it for Wu to be gathered in by Top Gun. The whistle blows. According to producer Nick Paris, the puck hit the netting about 30 seconds ago, and the Penguins got some additional time there with the biscuit. Looking to bury one.
A lot of action there around the net with a great play by Cam to get loose in front. Puck between the
Unsportsmanlike
legs.
conduct call. Oh, no, that's a 10-minute misconduct call. What are we getting here?
Well, yeah.
A minute and a half, and
It's
then
a
they're going to
10.
send someone else.
2 and a 10, it appears.
So
Or 1.5 and a 10. Yeah.
Real's going to sit for an extended period of time, and so is 17 for Top Gun, as they're going to choose who they want to sit in the sin bin to serve the minute and a half part. So we're getting a minute and a half and a 10. The official talking with the Top Gun bench. They're going to select 24. 24 is Pertel. Pertel goes to the box to serve the minute. Now we're going to pick somebody else. So we play Do-si-do at the sin bin. They're going to send number 8. That's Niven. He'll sit in the box. And the Penguins will be on a 5-on-4 power play. It's Paris.
Ooh.
to Filiaggi. It's off of his stick. Top Gun gets control. They bank it off the boards. Can they exit the zone? They've got some space. Carter reading it and able to kind of create a difficult pass that's picked off by Julius. Carter driving into the offensive end. He'll leave it for Paris. Paris picks up the puck. Ducks inside. I thought he might have had a lane to the net. It got cut off quickly. He'll find Julius instead. He'll go back to Paris. We play give and go here. Paris with it in the corner. All the way across to Filiaggi. Tap pass to Merlot. Filiaggi, top of his game right now. As he weaves into the middle. Gets control. Fires one. It's off of a shinny.
Great job to work into that tough area in the middle. A lot of give and goes, trying to set up.
As Paris dislodges it. Filiaggi twisting with it off the wall. Stick-to-itiveness as he fires one into the chest. Paris there to get a stick on it, but it's under the glove. 32 seconds left, and the Pens are going to deploy Kaminsky on the power play. The big man, I'm guessing where he's going to go.
Where are they putting him?
I guess that he is going to supplant
Is it
that enlarged frame in front of the goaltender.
If you look close enough at the back of his jersey, I think it says Lindros.
It's rimmed around Ofterheide controls. Ofterheide and Kaminsky switch here. So Ofterheide in a bit of a forward roll. He controls to the outside. He'll set it up on the half wall. He fans on a pass back to Starr, and back comes Top Gun. Starr back to defend along with Kaminsky as Starr gets stick on puck deflection in behind. 10 seconds left on the power play. 10:50 to play here in period number 2. As Starr twists with it at the blue line. Plays it up for Hartman. Just past him, sent back by Top Gun. Starr back with it. He'll dart in. Starr did this earlier. He'll fire one. He finds the breadbasket of the large Top Gun netminder. And I was able to, for all of you concerned, I was able to find the pit stream of the Western Michigan game.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Second quarter, 13-10 lead over the Broncos. So the Panthers, those of you looking for a pit update, in some beautiful uniforms, the gold buckets, the white jerseys, the blue pantaloons, as Julius fires one in on net.
Unfortunately, if this score holds up, you may have your tarp off in the broadcast booth tonight.
It wouldn't be the first time. As it comes in front, Wu rings one off the pipe.
Oh.
Paris sends one screaming wide of the cage, and Villela gathers it. He tries for Paris. It'll go the whole way to the corner. Penguins look like they're on a power play. That power play expired a while ago. Penguins tilting the ice here with that 1, 2, 3, 4 check as Wu able to leave it for Villela at the point, and the Penguins still have it in the Top Gun zone. Villela rimming it around behind. Paris in on that pressure. Top Gun tries the left side this time. This time they'll get out the center. Off of a skate right to Villela. He'll go into a defender, and here comes Top Gun. Bouncing puck, controlled by Top Gun. Centering pass off of a Penguin stick, picked up by Villela and cleared to Armstrong at center. He'll tap it back. I think he was looking for Wu. He just missed.
I think so, too.
Here's Paris. It was a good look. As the Penguins played, you take it, no, you take it, no, I don't want it. How about you take it? And Top Gun tosses it in behind the Penguins' net.
Oh.
So a couple kids rest in the box until they're released from purgatory here in the second period. We've got a trip. A trip.
Top Gun had the puck, Jeremy. I didn't see what happened. I think it was way behind the play. I don't know. Julius kind of got tangled up, and maybe it was the guy he was tangled up with.
But they're going to head to the box.
I don't know. They seem to not know.
The Penguins are going to, I believe, head to the power play here. They will. I can hear the Top Gun fans less than happy with the gentleman in stripes at this point in time. I've been there before. I understand.
I feel like we had a way better setup last year up here, but
Merlot.
Nick Paris is obviously mailing it in, our producer.
I think we had maybe a better
We did
setup
have
for
lighting
you and
issues, though. We did have lighting issues. We had to deal with the sun for some games, and I got to hand it to Nick Paris for that. He actually had a hanger. He hung up a jacket to block the glare. I mean, we went through the roof when we invented that shade.
As Evans fires one at the net. I also think that we also didn't have great camera angles. This time we've really tilted the camera forward for you folks at home. Will be uncomfortable, so you can enjoy this game. Brody Carter in front for Filiaggi. Behind for Evans. In front, Filiaggi. And there's
Boom.
Carter. Evans to Filiaggi to Brody Carter, and the Penguins get the third goal. Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery fudge nuggets. A power play goal for Brody Carter.
A little schmozzle around the net, Jer Bear. Guy's banging away, and number 6, how's she going? He just sneaks in there and just picks up a little rebound off the back door. Just enough elevation, just at the right time.
That play,
Just what it took.
that play started with a one-timer, and then it ended up on Evans' stick behind with a little bit of time, and he took his time. He found Filiaggi with a lot of traffic in front. Filiaggi was able to get the puck through. It comes off the goaltender and finds the stick of Carter.
Little poise, little patience, so what you're talking about. You can't, I think that's a learned thing, and maybe just have something to be able to have those little extra seconds with the puck where you feel it. But you're right. Evans, just a little extra second. It's funny what can open up when you have that. We were talking about Filiaggi last game with that, a little seam opening up.
As Starr cranks one off of a skate back out the center for Villela. I don't think they actually know how to remove penalties because they still have penalty minutes on the board here. As Villela's hauled down, they'll get away with that one. Perhaps a little, we're not going to call the next one on the white team here. Team in white, as they have called a number on them already. And here comes Starr, the big defenseman, through center ice. We saw him get loose in the last game. He's trying it again and defended well. Top Gun plays it up the wing. Into center ice. Cross ice feed. There's Wu. Reading it perfectly, picking it off. He's
Off
got
the
the puck,
bench.
and he's just winding up.
Uh-oh.
He's going 382 miles an hour right now as he drives into the offensive zone.
God.
Cuts to the inside, fires it in on net. It's stopped. It's held. The rebound's loose. Armstrong there tosses it in front. Evans flicks it towards the net. That's blocked. Here's Julius to the puck. Fury in front of the net as it comes free to center ice.
Dear Lord, was he, like, I only saw blur.
Evans
390 miles an hour.
in front, trying to center it. Knocked away. He'll stay with it. Centering pass comes off of Armstrong's foot. And it's out through center for the Top Gun Elite. Crisscrossing there, leaving the puck, driving the outside. Can't quite see the corner from my vantage point, so we'll let you see what's going on. As the Pitt Panthers run one up the middle for a first down, Wu comes out through center. Into the offensive zone. He cranks, fires one. It's off of a twig to the corner. Armstrong,
Talented.
first one there.
Just a talented broadcaster here in our midst. If you're not subscribing, start doing it. The Jer Bear doesn't mess around. He's doing football, college football.
And we got a
Oh!
puck in the net.
He's claiming it. 20 and a clumsy celebration. The awkward baby deer celebration. It's a new one that he's just come up with.
As I don't know what happened. A fluttering puck hit something and went in the
I don't even
corner.
know what happened. Wu took a slapper and hit like 3 guys and maybe grazed Cruz's jersey, and he went into awkward baby deer mode as he crashed into the boards with an epic celebration. I don't know if he was going to throw an arrow. I know the boys like swiping the ice, chucking an arrow into the heavens.
You know what Selly's my favorite?
Which one?
When you go find your teammate and hug him.
Oh, buddy, you're a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur.
You are a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur. We need full on down to a knee Robbie
Yeah.
Brown windmills.
yeah.
Although I do love the Robbie Brown windmill.
Yeah, you need to separate from all your teammates to show that it was you, first of all, and then go absolutely ballistic with one knee down celebrations.
So is the baby deer going to catch on? Do you think? I mean,
I
are
think
we
that
going to
is the
see
thing.
that from like Austin Matthews later on?
It's not even the baby deer. It's the awkward baby deer into the corner. Maybe got grazed by a F-150 right before, so it's delusional a little bit.
Nick Paris.
Trying to get back to its, senses.
Holy heavens, I just called Brady Nick Paris. Brady's way better at hockey than Nick Paris. He centers a puck. It's off of a Penguin off the goalie and cleared by Top Gun. 5 minutes to play. Penguins lead 4-1. as Starr finds Paris.
Here he goes.
Paris has it poked away. The old poke check. Here comes Top Gun, wristing one towards the net. That skips wide of Hanner. To the corner we fight, and out comes Filiaggi. Filiaggi with Ofterhide with him. Duck to the inside with a nifty move. Backhander off the shoulder. If the goalie's not 6'4", that might end up in the back as a battle behind. Filiaggi pinned to the wall. Real. Released from purgatory on the ice. Here's Filiaggi. He must have come out at the last whistle. He tries to drag it through. Here's Evans tapping it forward. Filiaggi gets to it, and we just kind of whack away at it till it's freed up and Top Gun exits the zone. Real in there with a bit of a hook, no call. He's already spent enough time in there.
He's been in there a while, yeah. He was serving that 10-minute misconduct penalty. Out now, and he's got it. Full energy. He's all over. He wants it.
He almost broke free there. Now it's Kaminsky. Back on defense.
Nice.
He finds Real. Real ducks to the outside. Cuts back. Fires a backhander short side. It's stopped. He'll shoot one. I think he was looking for Evans. He finds the back of the cage. That's not the end you score in, folks. As Hartman gets to it. Now Real. Real on the wall. Pressured, and it comes to Hartman. Puck pops free. There's Top Gun. Swiped away from them by 43 Evans. Back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky fans on a pass. Hartman hooks up number 6. We're going to get an arm raise. We're going to get a whistle. And Dylan Hartman's going to head to the box for hooking, which is also not legal in hockey. He'll spend a minute and a half there. Hopefully a minute and a half. If he spends less, it means Top Gun has made it a 2-goal game.
I've just been given word I have sources all over that the Cruz Armstrong celebration was actually supposed to be a one-knee heart-designed celebration for his grandmother in Wilkes-Barre who is tuned in. And obviously the boards may have gotten away. We'll have to find out. Can we get anyone down there post-game maybe to find that out?
We might be able to go live mobile. Top Gun fires one just wide of the cage on the power play. It's Wu and Paris on the PK. Back to the point. Firing one, chopped at, rebound there. Wu swipes at it, comes off Hanner to the corner. So it was supposed to be one knee, heart-shaped, carving his grandmother's initials in the sky.
Nana, it's a Nana celebration.
As Wu comes free. This time he fires one, it's blockered away. He got loose on another breakaway. Paris shoots one just wide of the cage. Penguins with a couple shorty chances there. Ready for my shorty call. As a great stick there by Starr sends it to the corner. Villela there in support, able to wedge it up the wall. And back come the Penguins. It's Paris to Wu. Wu, as Paris drives the outside. Can Wu get it through to him? He'll drive it instead.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's got a luxury condo in Roof City, baby. Austin Wu finds the back of the net and makes it 5-1.
I haven't heard that one before. Maybe one of the greatest calls in hockey history by the Jer Bear as Wu with his second opportunity on the kill with Hartman in the box. I mean, he went right through the triangle and just power move right inside, elevated the backhander, top glove as he tried to go low blocker earlier on a breakaway. This time he connects and executes what he wanted. Great celebration as Brady Paris was down in the corner out there with him for quite a while on this kill. He looked exhausted. Wu's a machine.
A man among boys. As Top Gun still has 8 seconds left on the power play, they come out to center. Into the Pens end. Weaving to the middle. Poked away by Julius. The half wall. Penguin power play or penalty over. Hartman out. Evans on. As it's twisted around by Ofterhide.
Oh, I like that.
Twists, turns, and reverses to the opposite side. It's off of Armstrong and out to center. Filiaggi with the pressure. Forces him back the other way. Evans potentially cutting off the breakout as Filiaggi gets in there. Bangs away. They'll play it in behind. Filiaggi knocked down on the play as back comes Top Gun. Evans with the back pressure. Unable to free it up completely as Top Gun comes in the right-hand side. Now a 2-on-3 as the shot skips wide to the net of Hanner. Top Gun right back on it. There's Ofterhide with a great poke. Up the boards it comes. Ofterhide to Armstrong. chugging down the outside, looking for it as it's banked off the wall. Evans in on the forecheck. He'll free it up, but it's Top Gun getting control. He'll fire it out the center off the stick of Desjardins.
Desjardins, big boy, big kid. Like they just needed a change after that expiring power play, and this will likely be icing.
No, they're going to
No.
wave it off, which is advantageous for Evans, who wraps it around and just rolls off of his stick at the last minute. Reel in on the puck pressure. Now Merlot gets control. Evans got in there after Reel cranked it down the ice. Reel crisscrossing with Evans as he drives the right side. Into the zone, shooting it high. It'll loft all the way off the ceiling and out. Was he aiming for Chris Filiaggi? Where is he? He's looking for the gift card. He's looking for the gift card. I saw him roll in earlier, banging on the glass.
2 weeks
Like
ago.
like a classic hockey dad, just down on the glass during warm-ups, face pressed to the glass, blowing smooches to Luca.
2 weeks ago, we handed out 2 gift cards as Chris Filiaggi did take 2 pucks to the chest.
As it's back through center for Top Gun. Taken away by Carter. Find Reel. Reel weaving through. Tucks it between the legs of the defender. Off the goaltender, and he'll track it down in the corner. That horn will indicate the end of the second period. Penguins leading 5-1, and we'll be back with more third period action here as I'm going to check in on the pick. Welcome back, third period action. We're going to switch sides as we just witnessed, like the flight of the condor, the dad migration from one side to the other, as the forward dads flock to the offensive zone, the defenseman dads flock to the defensive zones, and the goalie dads go for an antacid.
And they were going that's good. And they were going wicked fast with their triumphant leader, Chris Filiaggi, in the front with his hat on backwards, blazing an airstream to the other end with all of his disciples following him.
It'll be a penalty on Villela along the boards here. He's going to put the Penguins shorthanded. They still have 5 players on the ice. They're like, we're not doing it. I don't care what you say. They'll be forced to take one off, despite their best efforts. So we're going to see Wu, Paris, Ofty, and Julius. Villela in the sin bin for, they called it interference on them. Tied up with a player along the wall. Here comes Wu.
Oh, gosh, him again?
Wu to Paris. Paris ducking to the outside. Pulling up along the wall. As he works it deep, I can't really see what's going on, but
Got a little angle.
tick, tick goes the clock of this penalty as Ofterhead cranks one, a bouncing puck that goes wide of the cage. Harris along the boards. Wu in pressuring. Penguins with 2 forecheckers on this penalty kill. Sniffing another. As Top Gun steps in on an onside play. Paris says, no, not this zone, fellas. Swipes it away and comes into their end.
Oh,
Loses the twig as he tries to drag it around a Top Gun defender. They come into the Pens end. They'll look to set things up. There's Ofty to say, I'll take that, thank you very much. He rims it behind the cage. Off the wall, looking for Armstrong. Armstrong battling to the corner. It's wedged up. Here's Reel. Reel can't quite get to it, so Armstrong will have it in the feet again. He's able to kick it back to Julius, who goes opposite side for Ofterheide. And with 15 seconds left, Real is able to wedge it out to center.
Oh, just about had him there, and good pressure by Real.
And he's so good at getting on the other side, but still getting back. As Real this time will toss it around. He breaks free into the right-hand side, shooting short side, glove down, stopped, covered, and then played, as it probably should have been, but at the youth level, we don't often see it. Penalty over, Real to the puck. Penguins are in on an offside play. Filiaggi had turned in just before Real gained the line.
Good kill, good pressure. Top Gun unable to really set up or generate anything, as the penalty kill did start with Wu and Paris and Twin Towers out there, able to pressure, get in the way, and really use your legs to create some havoc, and kind of disrupted it the entire time.
It's Merlot tossing it around for Kaminsky. Up the wall, it's Top Gun at center. They try to put it back in the Pens end. 2 Penguins back to defend. As the shot comes in on Hanner, he's able to get a glove on it. 12:41 to play. Third period action.
It's a late game, hey?
Yeah, it is, and it's gonna
kinda
be.
past our bedtime.
We've actually made some arrangements. Like my wife, able between Squish's game and this game, went and got Cameron a sandwich, so that he would have something to eat tonight. Because we're back at it 9 tomorrow morning, so it's a quick
the boys
turnaround.
call it a sando.
A little
just a little
sando.
correction.
The Italian Sando coming to Cameron Evans after this as Real comes up the right wing. Evans will join him. He'll toss it behind and track it down. We've seen that move before.
Yeah, Real
Centering
so good.
one. Comes past Evans to the backhand of Filiaggi. As Evans was tied up, it was beautiful as it went right to Filiaggi's backhand, who just stuck it wide. Up the wall they come. Tapped around Merlot. Merlot forces it to the corner. It's a good separation of duties there. As Merlot, the other defenseman, Star, Evans on the back check. Not all 3 of them went to the puck. Here's Evans wedging it out to center. Filiaggi unable to control, and Top Gun takes over. Driving the corner. Poke check by Star. Sent back in front. Off the goaltender. It'll free up to the corner. Penguins winger Evans deep in his zone. Tries for Real, who would come across nicely to give Evans an outlet option. He missed him, but it's out the center anyway. Real will get control. Kind of lofts it up on his own stick. Now he twists and turns, dives down at center. It'll be sent to the half wall by Star. Evans there to the corner. Deep again in the zone is Evans. Playing more almost center wing than a true wing, as he's getting deep in those corners to battle for pucks. Hartman gets it. He tosses it to the outside. Wu up top.
Is offside, yeah, he got it right.
Offside at the line for Top Gun. Even 11 minutes to play. We'd really like some running clock here.
Oh, this is a replay from an saw Pitt score a touchdown. Almost wanted to give you a big shout out, get the blood boiling, get the tarp off, get it twirling around your head, the human tornado.
Yarnell in a quarterback for Pitt. Pitt's on their 3rd string quarterback in this one. Is 2 quarterbacks injured in the Tennessee game. Kicked in front, there's Star. We have a high ankle sprain and a concussion for the Pitt QBs as Hartman feathers one to Wu. Wu into the zone left side, centers it for Carter. It'll come free to Hartman. Hartman rams it behind the net for Wu. Now back to Villela at the point. Villela down low, finds Wu. Wu switching with Villela. Villela takes a bump. That's the exact same play that Villela was just called for interference-wise, as he wasn't able to get to the puck. He was interfered with, no call this time. He sat. They don't. 10-11 to play, 3rd period.
I just watched the most recent play on 3rd down and 5 to score was Pitt, and up, and they're 4th and 5 now.
Well, it's a good thing you don't know what happened when you were
QB
watching it.
comes off. I was checking it out. I want to get electric up here, and I want, I don't know.
Looks like we're going to see a kicker.
As a super fan to go absolutely ballistic. And
the only kicker
I keep teasing the tarps off. And
the only kicker I go tarps off for is Sean Sweezum.
Yeah, the Sweeze.
So Armstrong fires it in behind for
They do make the
Filiaggi.
kick. I'll have you know.
So back to a 10-point advantage for the Panthers. A 4-point game here as Armstrong circles at center, controls into the offensive zone, leaves it for Ofterhide. Ofterhide to the middle. There's Paris 0-1.
Oh,
He kind of stopped it, settled it down, fired one, and a nice stick-on puck block. Good job to settle the bouncing puck to get good wood on that one. Well, good fiberglass or
composite.
yeah, whatever these new twigs are made out of.
Whatever it is, it's $300.
Yes, $300 and probably $40
And
when you're 6 foot like Brady Paris.
And they hate families.
As Real pops it past the defender, he's loose up the right. He's got Paris driving the net. He'll fire one high, short side. And he blasts the twisted wrister past the goalie. It's the real deal. Jack Real, high, short side. This time it finds the back of the cage. And the Penguins take a 6-1 lead.
I didn't know if anything would come of that, but we had a player driving the net. I believe it was Brady Paris. Jared Bear, and you never know what could happen, right? You just get it in there. He's kind of at a bad angle. Was Real, and I mean, there's a guy that's at a bad angle that's shooting. It's Real. Should have expected otherwise, as he just ripped it right in there.
Paris driving for that rebound is now Wu, Evans, and Real. Wu, left side. He'll drive in. He'll take it himself to the net. No go on that one. Penguins 3-on-2. No passes. As it comes off, Merlot fires one. It comes off a defender and skips wide. Real to the puck. Driving the middle's Real. It's swiped away from him. And off the hand of Merlot, back on Hanner. Hanner will pick it up, fire it to Merlot. Low up the ice for Wu. He's going to twist in and challenge 4. He drags one, fires at blocker side, rebound bouncing in front. No one able to tap it home is Real and Evans. Evans at the end of a long shift here. As they'll dump it in behind. I think he's at the end of a long shift. He's staying out there like he just got on the ice. Star behind the cage. Up the boards for Evans. He'll get control, slapping it across to Real. Real to the outside. Coming inside. Winding and firing one wide to the far side this time. Back to Villela, who sends one off the goalie's pad to the corner for Filiaggi. Filiaggi to Real. Real in front. Nobody there. Comes off of a top gun forward. And Villela diving to the ice, able to get control. Evans to Villela. Villela up to Filiaggi. We play tic-tac-toe here with the puck. Filiaggi will drive in by himself as the Pens are getting a change. Hartman on. Back to Villela. Carter about to join. Filiaggi driving the middle, lofting it to the corner. Hartman in after it. Battles there along the boards. Comes free to Hartman. He twists, he turns, he gets bumped. Maintains possession as we get inside 7 minutes of the third. Penguins up by 5. Battles deep in the corner. Hartman comes away with it. Here's Star, wristing one at the net. Tapped that by Carter. It was under the glove. We get a whistle, a stop in play, and an offensive zone draw. The Penguins will get a line change here.
A little good execution there, Jared Bear. A little low to high, D to D action, spreading the offensive zone, and Brody Carter in there digging around for a loose puck off shot from the point.
Puck worked in front, bouncing puck off of Hartman. They got part of a line change. It looks like they just swapped Wu and Filiaggi. Behind the net comes Top Gun. Assured by Carter. Wedged out the center. Here come Top Gun Elite. The boys from Boston, for those of you, I got that question earlier. Top Gun Elite,
I didn't
Boston
know where they're
team.
from. Okay, they're Boston.
Julius up the wall for Hartman. Top Gun darts to the middle, plays it off opposite wall where Ofterhide will get. He's up the boards to Wu. Wu corrals it on the backhand and drives the corner. He's bodied, and Hartman in on puck support. 2-on-2 down low. Wu and Hartman. Wu able to dislodge it to the corner. And the Pens are going to get a penalty. It's Dylan Hartman with a slash. whacking a Top Gun player behind the net. A lot of penalties with the puck here. This is the probably third penalty that was called on a team who's possessing the puck, which is a little unusual. Apparently, you have no idea what's going on in the pit game because that field goal must not have been good because
like
it's still
made
13-6. So
I swear to God, it looked like he made it.
you watched the play and told us you had no idea what happened, and then you watched the field goal called against Bill Hillgrove up here. I listened to him in the Steeler game the other day, and I had no idea what was happening. He called a fumble, an interception, a touchdown, and a fourth down all at the same time. So,
What's our schedule tomorrow? That's my main concern. Speaking of that,
9:15, I believe.
9:15, and then we're done. Then we try to get home, and we're couch surfing for NFL Sunday.
I'm going to try to get to the golf course.
Absolute hardcore dad move. They must have the same graphic guy that we have. They keep screwing up the. I think that was a. I think that was a good kick. Buncher, Nick Paris in the truck trying to just destroying the graphic guy.
So maybe it's just because you're Canadian. The kick has to go through the uprights. Told me.
Not at the front of the end zone? Or
No.
Okay, sorry, I might have screwed that up.
As Niven fans on one, Wu taps
Uh-oh.
it by. Can he break free? It'll be a one-on-one play here for Austin Wu. He winds, fires, and just, I think, nicks the outside of the post with a missile. Villela gets to it and lofts it back into the Top Gun zone. They're going to call offsides for
Oh, that's
75% of the ice away. With the puck on the Top Gun stick, just stick your whistle back in your pocket, buddy. Come on.
USA
it's
Hockey.
9:30 at night.
I have a comment. USA Hockey, wake up. There should be a decision-making factor by the officials on that call.
There's another offside.
Yep, you got to get them.
4:41 now. Faceoff will come at the Penguins line. I mean, if the last one was offsides, it was by an 8. This one is at least on a rush. That was literally a dump in, and the kid might have been a hair offside. As the Penguins win the draw, Star controls back to the blue line. Up the wall off the boot of Armstrong, crisscrossing with Filiaggi. Tries to wedge it into the Top Gun zone. He will do so right in front of the bench. Armstrong crashing in as the last 15 seconds remain on the Penguin penalty to Dylan Hartman. Be Star making the old slapper, cutting the other way and then banking it off the boards. The Armstrong can't exit the zone. Star will dislodge it. This time it's Filiaggi who can't toss it out. As Top Gun fires it back in on Hanner. He puts it to the corner. Villela will get there and wrap it around behind for Starzy. Star up off the wall. Power play over. Here's Filiaggi driving the left side. Tied up a bit. Armstrong will follow on, and the Pens are offside.
5-on-5, 6-1, 3:49 left to play here tonight. Pretty solid back and forth game. Penguins able to bury chances, good rebound opportunities, and a lot of good things. Low to high play in the offensive zone. We saw some 10-minute misconducts on both sides. Jared, when we've seen that?
Yeah, definitely. Ofterheide here hits Evans with a puck up high. Real will try to break free at center. He's getting loose at center in this one. That's the MO as Evans gets the puck. He'll wrist one that's over the cage, gathered in by Wu, sent behind for Real. Real has a player in front. He fires it across to him. Maybe a split second slow on that one was Evans getting to the puck. Back comes Top Gun into the offensive zone, weaving to the inside. Hanner tracks it the whole way across, forces
really
the
good
shot
job.
high.
Really good job by Hanner.
Evans deep in the zone. Wu comes over. It's almost like Wu and Evans switch spots when they're out there together. As Evans gets super deep and Wu comes out top of the blue line, and the Pens are going to head back to a penalty here as Dalton Julius is going to get called for a
Slashing? It looks like slashing.
Looks like a slash.
It was like the meekest wrist slashing call, but I did catch it with my keen hockey eye. And I did love how Hanner did track that attempt all the way across as Top Gun took it all the way across the slot, all the way over. And even on that penalty, Hanner out top of his crease, aggressive. We saw that earlier in the game as well as he broke up a hard charge from Top Gun, charging into the net. was in the first period, and there he was again just now on that penalty, staying out top and confident and strong and aggressive.
Penguins bench asking how many penalties it is on the Penguins. 12 could result in a coach suspension as 1, 2, 3, 4 saves by Hanner and no goal. And it's a scrum the side of the cage.
Unbelievable by Hanner to stay with that as he was deep in his net to track it and kick save. Absolutely great reflexes and hand-eye coordination to stay with it. In Vasilevsky eyes, maybe. He was just bugging out of his head as he focused on that puck. And
Niven heads to the box for Top Gun. We'll play 4-on-4 hockey here. Scrum at the side of the net, blamed on number 8 for Top Gun. We go the whole way to the other end, 4-on-4 action. Paris and Carter, Merlot and Kaminsky. A minute 14 of 4-on-4, then a 16-second power play for the Penguins. As we hit halftime at the Pitt game, I wonder if Pitt can score any at halftime, Colby.
I haven't seen that before, Cotton.
It'll be Carter wedging it into the Top Gun zone. Banked around behind the cage, picked up by Letang. That's not Letang, but he's wearing 58. We'll say it's Letang. Paris picking it off at center. He tried for Merlot there. It carries all the way to the blue line. Rimmed behind the cage. It'll be Hanner setting it up there for Merlot. The fine wine scoops it off the wall. Up for Carter. Just past his twig. Falling down on the play as a Top Gun player. The Penguins are in with a 3-on-2. Carter, Paris switching sides. It's now a 3-on-4 as the Penguins changing a defenseman. Carter tied up in the corner. The battle supported by Paris. Kicked out, it'll be Paris getting to the puck. Back to the point for Merlot. Low winds, fires. Firing it in. It's caught in the breadbasket and held. Minute 30 to play in the game. 9 seconds left on the Top Gun penalty. We're going to see a brief Penguin power play here. And hopefully we run off the rest of this time here in this one as the Penguins leading by 5. Armstrong at the faceoff.
Awkward lineup, but yeah, if you're going to win it to the side, okay.
And Armstrong sends a player's stick flying.
Like
Armstrong
that.
will get it behind. Wrapping it around. I think he was trying to go
Do
to
the
Star.
net bumper thing. I think he was trying to bank it off the net and just lost it.
Top Gun comes around. Tosses it behind the cage. Here's Villela. Villela just controlling the feet of a fallen Top Gun forward. Power play now over for the Penguins, all 14 seconds of it. Liagi twists with it out off the wall. Cuts to the middle. Drives into the zone. Onside play, he's got Hartman driving the net. He's bumped down. Then crashing into the boards. It'll come back to Villela. Villela up, fires, glove sidetracked and held. Hartman gets a stick in the glove. That's not going to sit well.
What they're doing, they're complaining, obviously, with Hartman giving a little whack. A nice little sizzler for Villela from the point as they work it from low to high on the Biliagi break-in. Takes it all the way down. They do work it up. I do like that. Just pucks towards the net, bodies crashing, and offensive zone face-off here with 40 seconds left, Jeremy.
Julius across, tied up on the play was Evans. Wu in the corner. A good play. Just kind of grabbed him from behind as here's Ofterheide. Great feed there by Julius. Ofterheide will drive in now. He dumps it deeper. Looking for Wu. It's off the wall. Ofterheide kicks it further. Wu now in front. Evans back to Wu. Shot comes in short side. Evans will tap it off the goalie, and I thought it went in. It did not. I think it's under the pads. It is right on the line. 13 seconds. I thought Evans went off the back of the goaltender. 13 seconds left. Third period action. As we wrap things up here for our Saturday in Mentor, join us tomorrow morning for what will be the biggest test. It's the Pens Elite and the Chicago Fury at 9:15 tomorrow morning here on Cine TV. The Chicago Fury, probably the single the team we've played the most of anybody. And here goes Evans to the box as he gets tied up with 5 seconds left. And they've called the game. They're going to call the game here as things get chippy in front. 5 seconds left. They'll wind them off. The Penguins will leave with a 5-goal victory over the boys from Boston, the Top Gun Elite. We'll be back tomorrow morning for the final game of what'll be 8 here from Menor, 3 from the UPMC Center. 11 games on Cine TV this weekend.
We're bringing it to you.
Join us tomorrow.